Yeah guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Ajax Homegrown save. This episode we're going to be doing two games, one against PSV Eindhoven in the KNVB Cup quarterfinal and the second against Feyenoord in the league. So we'll jump straight to the recap, which I'm trying up a new style again, still within the same sort of principle, but we'll see how it goes. So let's jump into the games, into the recap, then we'll jump straight into the games and I'll see you in just a moment. Right guys, forget what I just said about doing a new style. I'm gonna have to go to the old style where it's just talk through the games. So quickly, after the Celtic game, we played NEC winning 2-0. Very good performance, lovely game by us. We then moved on to Vitesse. They took the lead, and we had to come back on the 85th minute due to an own goal, and then nick the winner later on for us to get anything from that game and get into the next round. After then, we played SC Heerenveen, beating them 1-0. We took the lead early on, and that was it. We didn't say anything else. Simply, we then played. That was a friendly in the cup. Friendly in the cup. That makes no sense. A friendly in the winter break, which moves us on to FC20. We're winning 2-0. Lovely performance by the lads in this one. Got us the win. Can't say too much. After then, we played PSV Eindhoven. Again, lovely performance. We absolutely battered them. Decker came into the team, did really well. Got 3 goals. Excellent performance by him. So we'll jump straight into the other games, and I'll see you in just a moment. Right, as it's a transfer window as well, because we're at the end of January, it's transfer deadline day. I have only brought in one person, which is, as you'll see on the screen now, with our fancy little, whatever you want to call it, slide, is Timothy Fusa Mensah, who is an excellent little prospect at Man United. He is a cracking player. Got him in on loan, not paying much of his wages, paying like $7.5 grand per week if he plays. If he doesn't play, we have to pay 15, so it's not too bad, pretty decent. So I'm not too fussed about that. He's in the first team, he's a solid midfielder, just wanted that extra little option. And if you just look at his stats from here, he looks actually quite decent. He's physically good, mentally good, technically he's good in the defensive. He's playing the box-to-box role, so he's up and down the pitch. He's got the attributes to do it. And he's already played a couple of games so far, and he's done really well. But let's get into our actual games for the day, which is Eindhoven to start with. So let's get into this one. Before we get into this, I'll actually just go through the players out as well, because we've actually moved on a couple of players that we haven't been able to. Cassier has gone out on loan to, where do you go, Heerenveen. Just, again, non-Dutch player, had to go. Hamsik Ziyech went to Wolfsburg for 8 million. Westerman went to Rio Ave for 51k. Sanchez went out on loan, he couldn't get a deal, so a loan is better than nothing. And Leder's gone to Sporting Liège, so got rid of a few. I think we got 1 or 2 more that aren't there. We got, yeah, they're out on loan, so that when they come back in January, I hope I can get them out on a transfer. Other than that, most of them are pretty much all Netherlands, which is quite happy. It took me to January to get it sorted, but I'm not fussed about that. But in terms of the game today, we're going with this formation, and also has a couple of players wanting to leave with bids coming in. Kluivert's had bids from United, and Arsenal came in. Same with Nunnally. Arsenal came in for him, and basically I just went, no, stuff you, you're staying. And went, not a chance, go away. And they weren't willing to pay anywhere near what I was asking, so they didn't bother coming back. I was like, right, okay, follow me. Oh, he suspended. I was wondering why Ryderval's at left back, but that'll do. Mendes dropped into centre back, so that's fine. Switch them around. Let's get going. Right, they're going with a 4-1-2-3, sorry, or inverted 4-3-3, whichever you want to say. Looks a pretty decent team, but I don't know all the players other than Luke de Jong. So let's get into this and see if we can have a good result against them. And as you can see, our team on here. So let's get into this. We're coming forward again with whatever his name is. Can we win this back? No, we're not even going to bother putting a challenge in, and it's gone straight down the centre for to save it. Alright, we're finally getting another highlight. 41 minutes in. Nori has it edge of the box. We've only apparently had one shot. He's bursting forward into the box, shoots, and it's not very good, that shot, is it? But they've got the ball in our corner. I've got a dead foot, and it's hard commentating when you've got pain shooting up your foot as they shoot and score. Luke de Jong, and nothing to do there. They've just been dominant, especially in terms of the stats. They've just been the best team so far. Lovely work move, whips it in, no one's closing him down, and it just dropped back to Zinchenko. No one's picked up de Jong in the centre. Back to Nori, lovely little passing here, but we're not really doing much with it. Aris takes him down. Is that going to be a second yellow? He's already on one card, he's got to be. Yes, it is. Second card, second yellow card for him, and he's sent off. Can we now make the man advantage count? Don't have anyone to bring on in centre back, but the game's going to run out 1-0 to them. I mean, since their goal, I've put it to attack, and I'll change up some of the instructions, and just nothing's happened in terms of highlights, and they're going to take the win, which they just went up, set themselves up defensively. Really disappointing to not be able to at least get a highlight showing us attacking in that last half, but that's a little bit frustrating. So we go out of the KNVB Cup. I said A before. He's a club doctor, so I'm going to jump forward. Arsenal in bid for him again. I'm just going to go outright. Stupid. If you want him 30 million, end of story. Withdraw to go away. Alright, let's get into the second game. They're going with the same formation as us. Some players, Stefan van Beek, Karsdorp, Almeida, Eli De Villain, and Cal up top. We've gone pretty much the same team, changed up a bit. Kluivert's still on left wing instead of Nori this time. Mens is back in the middle, St. Justi's back in the centre with Vijgether on the left. So let's get into this and try and get a better result. As I say that, they've come forward straight away with the first highlight. We clear it out, only as far as Ellie into Van Beek. Win the ball back. Van Beek loses it, but what's his name wins it back and half clears it to Woodenberg. Down the line for Villain, in the Cout middle, and they've gone 1-0 up already. Third Cout with a scissor kick. That is not the way we need to start this game when it's a top of the table clash. I think they're second. A lovely ball in, and Cow is completely unmarked and gets his foot on it and puts it in the back of the net. Right, we give the ball forward. Klassen's in the middle there. Where's he going? Into Zivkovic. Nunley gets past man, shoots, and he's put in the top corner. Nunley with the finish, and that draws us back 1-1, and then putting it to be a very even game so far. Zivkovic, lovely pass in there, and lovely movement just to get it onto his right foot and put it in that top corner. Hopefully, if Kluivert gets more game time now and his happiness improves, I can get him on a better contract. And I want to get Riedewald on a new contract because his is running out in 2-3 years. And Man City are interested. And if I can get him on one, but his agent wants to put a stupid release fee in it. I don't like giving them those. So if I can get him on one without a release fee, even better. As I say, there's Nunley's running down the ring. He had a new contract start of the year. Klassen has dropped straight back to Van Beek after that lock shot into Force Menza, who shoots, hits their Van Beek, and they come forward on the attack. Justy wins it. Zivkovic has got to be offside. You can say that's a mile offside. Right, Tete's got another throw in on this right hand side. Gives it back to Menz on the edge of the box. Shoots distance. Oh, he's hit the post. That was probably a good chance to go forward, and very good strike from Menza. He's got a decent shot from the edge of the box. As I say, we give it to Kluivert on the edge. Klassen forced it back to Tete. So Justy, free kick. Oh, it was a good save by the keeper, and Klassen scores. I thought the defender was going to clear it. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting a defender who was right next to it. I think it's this guy. noticed this guy. I thought Ellie was just going to clear it before Klassen got there. Right, but St. Justy's got one hell of a free kick on him. Got a free kick right in the corner here. Gonna have to win this. Zivkovic chases after it, but they play it all the way back to the keeper, who clears it out. I'm assuming that's Brad Jones. Zivkovic gets this one. I'm assuming he's onside because he hasn't been called up on it. He's busting forward, and that was dodgy. They almost had a complete miscommunication, causing us to get a third goal, and it's given us a corner out of it. It could have been a lot worse. We whip it in, but it's too close to their keeper. It's dropped straight to Kluivert, goes back out to Van Beek, puts the ball in the middle of Zivkovic, and it's saved by Jones. Right, 92nd minute. It's going to be the last kick of the game probably, but it's cleared, and we take the win 2-1 against Feyenoord. Lovely performance over the lads, going 1-0 down to come back, and that puts us top of the league by 6-7 points. And since the first batch of games, we've done really well. We've sort of really started to find our form and get going. Eindhoven is winning again, so pulling up. And next episode, we're coming back for a double header in the Champions League first round knockout stage. So we're going to leave it there, and it'll be a surprise for the next episode who we're going to play. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time, guys, for a Champions League special.